Hi, my name is Louis Myers, and I am the Sales and Marketing Manager for American Eagle Instruments. We are here at Under One Roof 2012, and we are here today to show you guys some of what's new in dental hand instruments. I'd like to introduce you to our Double Gracie line of instruments. These are truly Double Gracies in that they've got double blades on each side of the instrument. We've rounded the toe off for safe subgingival access. And with me today are three of our dental hygienists who were actually involved in the field evaluation of these instruments. We'll start off with Trish, who's going to give us some insight into how she enjoys using her Double Gracie posterior, which is a combination Gracie 1112 and 1314. How about it, Trish?
The Double Gracie posterior scaler is definitely my go-to instrument. I have to say, since evaluating this instrument, this is my preference for periodontal scaling. This is my serious instrument when I'm doing advanced instrumentation. I love the fact that it has two cutting edges. It's very safe because they've rounded off the edge. I appreciate this for patients of all perio classes, but especially those who have a history of perio for those access areas that I really need to get to.
Awesome. Do you find that it's a time saver?
I'm absolutely able to save time with my scaling because of the way that I don't need to no longer put my instrument down, select an 1112, switch instruments again to pick something for the distals. This is my instrument that I want to do when I want to be time effective and I want to be efficient with my scaling.
Awesome. Liz is going to share some insight on our Double Gracie mini posterior. So we've lengthened the shank, shortened the blade. Liz?
So I really love the mini because when I am doing my scaling and replaning, just like you had said, when I am going down underneath the gum here, it actually adapts really well down into furcation areas, and that my the stress on my fingers when I'm working is a lot less. And as I come around, I can actually do the whole quadrant without changing my instrument, and it just flips around and I come to the other side. And my patients really like it because as I slice through the calculus, there's actually a lot less pressure on the tissue itself. So I have to say my favorite with my scaling and replaning is the mini.
Lori, you are up next, and we are anxious to hear about your impressions and how you enjoy using the anterior mini.
All right. When you're talking access in difficult to reach areas, this is your instrument in the anteriors. Longer shank, shorter blade. You can take this instrument, get it right around those tiny little anteriors on the lingual side, remove that calculus without any trouble at all, go all the way interproximal, back around, and you never have to change sides. You don't have to keep flipping your instrument back and forth to get the mesial and the distal, as you would with a regular Gracie. Because it's mini and the blade is shorter, that direct lingual, it is so difficult to take that calculus off with your patient not being unhappy about it, comes right off, slices right through it, you're done. And it does the same thing for the anterior. It works equally as well on the buccal, especially when a patient has a tight lip because of the longer shank. You hold the lip out of the way, you can reach right down on those buccal surfaces subgingival without disturbing the gums and remove all that calculus easily, effectively, right from those surfaces. This is your go-to instrument for difficult to reach anterior access.
Now the anteriors are a combination Gracie 1, 2, and 7, 8.
Yes.
So do you go to buccals and premolars with that instrument also?
You can go to the buccals and the premolars as well, but for me the most difficult access is those anteriors. That's where I love it.
Awesome. Liz, Lori, Trish, you guys had mentioned to me that you have ramped down the number of instruments that you now use in your setups now that you've adopted Double Gracies. Can one of you kind of speak to that regarding the instruments we have on the table?
Well, I've gone from 8 instruments down to 4 in my go-to replaning pack, and then I usually have my minis in a separate pack that if I need them, I pull them out.
Awesome.
Same amount of power, less amount of instruments.
Money saver.
Money saver, time saver.
And always sharp with the XP makes all the difference.
Also, the perspective for the patient, I think, is very welcoming for them to walk in and see 4 instruments versus 8.
Good point.
And I think they really like to see that.
Saves anxiety as well.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
No doubt about it. One more additional piece of information I want to share with you guys has to do with the XP technology on these instruments, which renders them a sharp and free instrument. We decided to only bring Double Gracies to market in XP because of the double blades. I would challenge even the most expert sharpener to somehow recreate the factory edges on these itty bitty double blades on each side. So these instruments are only available in XP technology, which means, guess what? No sharpening required for the life of the instrument. Our new double Gracies are available at your favorite dental dealer, or you can call our customer service number at 1-800-551-5172. Before we wrap, I want to thank Trish and Lori and Liz for your awesome feedback on our double Gracies. Folks, if you want to find more information about our double Gracies, about all of our American Eagle instruments, including our XP Technology Sharpen free instruments, come visit us on the web at am-eagle.com. Thanks for watching.